Hello there everybody, and welcome to the Hyde Park Suite. Annika and myself have just come over to London for a couple of days, do some filming with the Touchstone Wealth Champions. That's a new series coming your way really soon. Just wanted to take a few moments of your time to share with you some of the things that I've learned today, because we just finished day one, night one actually, last night. We actually went out with the wonderful Daniel Priestley, very inspirational guy, oversubscribed, 24 secrets, all that kind of stuff. So you've heard me say it many, many times. Your network is your net worth. I didn't really realise until this time when I came back to London. Wealth is a journey, it's a process. And I mean, just look at this. This is our view from the Hyde Park Suite. For those of you that know London, they do little things like this. They give you lovely bowls of fruit, they give you chocolates, they give you champagne, and this kind of room. And this is obviously our dining area, my desk where I've made home, and the lounge. This is a big place. Many years ago, staying in the penthouse in a London hotel like this might have been one of my, if you like, aspirational dreams. Now, it's just become normal. And because you're staying in the penthouse, everybody treats you different. You get a different level of service. And I'm not saying that's right, by the way, I'm just saying that's what happens. Every minute of your day is more productive, you feel more valued. You feel more valuable. The specific question that I've been asked to address today on this week's edition of Money Matters is, what would you do with £100,000? And I'm almost going to say, I've already said that, I've already given that example so many times. It's as simple as this. Don't wait to buy houses and wait. You will be wealthy. Here's the link to a couple of videos that I did with myself and my then 12-year-old son, Jude. He bought a property a couple of years ago in Doncaster, it's number 14 Beckett Road, through a limited company. As a 12-year-old, he was able to get a limited company mortgage. His total spend was £92,000. So if you ask yourself the question, how do I get investment property for £100,000? Or if I've got £100,000, you could do what you did, which is do a buy, refurbish, buy for cash, refurbish for cash, take the mortgage out the other end. And I was just checking last night to keep myself up to date. The value of that property now, when he finished the refurb 2 years ago, was about 125. I was doing some comps last night, and he's not going to sell it, but the comps in the area are between 150 and 160. So just by owning that property and not doing anything to it for the last 2 years other than letting it to tenants, he's made an additional capital enhancement, an increase in value of around about £30,000 to £40,000. In addition to that, he's earned £10,000 in rental surplus. That's all tucked away in his bank account. So, looked at in the round, that property, purchased all done at 92. Now let's say it's worth 152. You could probably argue 162, but let's not go mad. Let's call it 152. Well, that's £60,000 of equity, of wealth, on a starting figure of less than 100k. He is now worth 72,000 in equity and cash, and he's 14. I've got some facts and figures for you here that I want to share with you. Shelter and KPMG, so Shelter, the housing charity, and KPMG, said that by 2034, the average house in the average part of the UK, which is currently around about 300,000, as I record this, is going to be worth just shy of 1,900,000 and something thousand. If that doesn't reinforce my maxim, do not wait to buy houses and wait, I don't know what does. But if you don't want to do a buy, refurbish, remortgage, okay, take this £100,000 that I've been asked to talk about. Go and buy a £300,000 house. Put down 75k, which is 25% deposit, and leave yourself 25k for a bit of a light refurb. Change the kitchen, decorate it, whatever. And I bet that £300,000 house with a bit of a light refurb is probably 350, maybe a bit more. And just wait. Property prices this year look like everyone's saying, oh no, they're going to go down. Well, I didn't say that. I said property prices are going to go by 10%. All the mainstream was saying, oh no, they're going to go down by 4 or 5%. I said up 10. I was wrong. Looks like they're going to go up by 13 or 14%. So if you had a £300,000 house, and even if you didn't add any value to it at the time that you bought it, because that was stressing you out and that was too difficult and whatever, and just having a £300,000 house with, say, 15% property price inflation, that's 45 grand. That's almost £1,000 a week. Do you even make that doing the job that you're doing? So do not wait to buy houses, but buy houses and wait. So here is this chart from March 1982 And it shows you by month, March, April, May, June 1982. Average property prices were 20 to 21,000, 22,000 pounds. Why is that relevant? Well, 1982, 40 years ago, that's when I bought my first property. If you'd have just bought an average property in 1982 for £21,000, it's now worth £300,000. Do not wait to buy houses and wait. And then the final thing that I just wanted to share with you, everybody, is this one. Average house prices increased by over 15.5% over the 12 months to July. Figures out today from the Office for National Statistics show. The annual inflation rate is double the recorded 7.8% year to date in June. Do not wait to buy houses and wait. I hope you've enjoyed this week's Money Matters on how would you spend £100,000. Within limits, it doesn't really matter how you spend it. It matters that you spend it. Invest your 100K, enjoy your wealth, and I'll see you next time. You've been wonderful. I've been Paul. See you for next week's Money Matters.